points in this one. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on a team who is rested and ready coming off a bye, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Kentucky's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Might as well give it to him again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Snap it to the back. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. He's got it on the right. Plows through the defense. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
He wants to throw. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
On the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback, disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Wildcats trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky. Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
And the point after is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Eagles' offense will have its first possession of the game. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
Just does such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
Boston College right back to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 45 on his way. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive there.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Give to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Hard-hitting tackle.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where third down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
From the gun, the running back has it. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Boston College wants to play fast. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. To the ground with the back. Made a defender miss. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. They want to throw it. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on
you. Leaves it with the back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. With the catch, it's Roach. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively. You've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Going to the running game. Dances away from one. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold, open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mawe. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
First down here for the offense. They'll go to the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crash them down. They've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Quarterback on the keeper. Finds a crease at the 20. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. Boston College right back to the line.
And now the offense just said, oh, you don't think he's going to run it? You're not going to account for him? I'll do that. Great job taking advantage of the numbers. When you're an offense and you have a quarterback that can do this occasionally, it just puts that little bit of doubt in my head, makes me play it a little bit more on defense.
Now the play fake. Gets it out fast.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Shoots it to the left. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And it's really frustrating when you get a guy in a spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Handoff from the gun. Shows him the stiff arm. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
42 Spider, 4-2 Spider.
He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
On second down, wants to throw. Fires into traffic, gets picked off. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Boston College.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And David, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by a field goal over Western Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down. These last few drives, looks like he's seen ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. He's looking to pass. A little release to the back. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Boston College will send out the punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Tom.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
Start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Throwing right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll call for the fair catch here. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Makes his connection. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Kentucky right back to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Brings up third down.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. The field goal is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Kentucky 10, Boston College 7.
One more snap coming before halftime. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. One of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Lexington. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. Coming out with it, it's Mawe. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But we also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. And you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Boston College will send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw, make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers weren't fooled. They came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Back open in the middle. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're setting up the screen. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's McCann. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensive. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Boston College wants to play fast. They're going to ride this running back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to move them on the counter. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. This Boston College offense has it working. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They want to get this defense on its heels.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Boston College right back to the line.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Off play action. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. It's a draw. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
3rd down play from the gun. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
Fair catch, called for and made. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll give it to him again. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Boston College wants to play fast.
Second down.
They go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught in the backfield, it's Kendricks. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Boston College will send out the punt team. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going to take a shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Bringing it back, it's Mawe. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way...
No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. The back goes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
His defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll go right back to the run. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop up.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. They'll try the run. And that's a very productive first down play of bringing up 2nd and 3.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And now you just completely flipped how I play defense. I'm not really worried about the quarterback running the football. I'm like, okay, he's number 3 or 4 on my list of who I think can beat me. But now he does that. Now it puts it in the back of my mind. I got to think about it. I got to stay home. I got to stay disciplined. Nice little curveball by the offense.
On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. Going to the draw. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen...
And it's loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires left. Got his man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And the Golden Eagles will hustle to the line. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kendricks. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Looking to pass on 2nd down. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Boston College.
Boston College. Number 19. Balls it in the end zone.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UAB is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 21 to Georgia State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On second down, he's looking downfield. He's got an open man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
At the 13-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. They're trying to get to it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The fourth down try goes awry, and that might just do it. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff, and these guys